Then there's this one. Brad Lander, Comptroller, New York City Comptroller, and Democratic mayoral candidate Brad Lander was arrested Tuesday by masked immigration and customs enforcement agents inside a federal immigration court in Lower Manhattan. U.S. Department of Homeland Security spokesman said that Lander was arrested for assaulting law enforcement and impeding a federal officer. Did he really assault federal law enforcement and impede a federal officer? Well, let's just look here at what was going on. I mean, I don't think we have the very, very beginning on this audio, but...
You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens. Say that?
So looking right now, I mean, he doesn't look like he's fighting back. He's saying that they don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens, and, you know, it's probably right, but he's not resisting arrest or anything of the sort.
You don't have to. I'm not obstructing. I'm standing right here in the hallway. I asked to see the...
I think that's what police officers do. They'll say things like, you're obstructing justice. You are obstructing justice. Stop obstructing. Stop resisting. That's what they will do. Even when you're not obstructing, even when you're not resisting. And the reason that they do that, and I've had several law enforcement officers confirm to me that this is the case, and this is what happens in unofficial training of law enforcement, is that they will tell these rookie cops or whatever, rookie law enforcement officers, rookie ICE agents, whoever you're working for, they will tell them, it doesn't matter if they're resisting or not. It doesn't matter if they're obstructing or not. Just say it. Just say stop resisting. Just say stop obstructing. Because if anything happens and, you know, a gun happens to go off, like, you know, you using one and shooting somebody, you can then claim that they were resisting. And a jury may very well believe that it's possible enough that you were resisting or grabbing the gun or whatever to give a jury enough to acquit because of, you know, reasonable doubt.
Judicial warrant by asking for a judicial warrant. You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens asking for a judicial warrant. Sorry.
And Chad, just, you know, if you're still in the chat, like, I want to know what your thoughts are on this whole thing. Like, you know, they already arrested one politician. The federal government, federal law enforcement agents already arrested a sitting U.S. senator, and now they've arrested a sitting New York comptroller. This is not okay. This is more use of government to intimidate other people who disagree with this administration. And that's wrong. That's immoral.
Brad and some other individuals link arms with this individual, and then we are swarmed by a number of agents. I do not know from what agency they are from. Again, they're masked, they're in full uniform, they're full regalia, and they said, you are obstruction, you need to let...
I mean, probably said you were obstructing instead of your obstruction, but let's continue.
So we said we need to see a judicial warrant, we need to know your name, what is your badge number.
3 things that are not unreasonable to ask a law enforcement officer. And here's the thing. Here's a point that's been going all around social media, and I agree with it 100%. Conservatives want to tell you that these people who are here illegally are lazy, yet they're picking them up at their workplaces. They want to say that they're, you know, not following our laws, but the other guy that they actually arrested or detained or whatever, that the comptroller was trying to help, was in a courthouse. It wasn't like he was avoiding his hearing. He went to his hearing, doing the right thing. And they're arresting people for doing the right thing. If they're arresting people for doing the right thing, that's going to make people stop doing the right thing.
They refused to give that in any case, repeatedly refused that, and then I actually was shoved out of the way and pushed out of the way, and then you could see what happened on the video after that. What I saw today was not the rule of law. That was not due process. I know, and the way people are being treated is absolutely unacceptable.
And due process is absolutely something that is a guaranteed right of every individual in this country. Every single individual in this country is guaranteed due process by the Constitution. That was guaranteed, that was verified with a 9-0 ruling by the Supreme Court, including 6 conservatives, 3 appointed by Trump, and 2 who are extremely wackadoodle conservatives, who most diehard MAGAs should love, Thomas and Alito. And even Thomas and Alito said, due process. Everybody should get it. And this administration is still fighting the idea that they should have to give everybody due process. And if you disagree with that, you're more than welcome to call in when I open up the phone lines, which I'll do in a second, and talk about it.